Hi friends, so I want to go over my personal tail by Kariel with you. First of all, this tail seams are amazing. Like, take a look. Do you see any seams at all? Yeah, neither do I. Take a look at it from the inside too. These sides are so soft and amazing. There's no clumps. There's no bulky seams that are gonna hurt your sides. Like, I'm not a tail maker, but I really, really have no clue how she does this. This is outstanding. I want you to see how thick this silicone is. This is the thickest silicone tail that I believe is on the market right now, which is amazing for many reasons. First, a good thing about a very thick silicone tail is that it's less likely to rip or tear. I mean, this tail is like a tank. And I love that it's extra thick because when I'm in the water, especially in the ocean where you're dealing with neutral buoyancy issues, sometimes I use diver's weights to help me stay under longer and be able to hold those poses easier without fighting floating up. This tail is a lifesaver underwater because it helps me stay under and I don't have to use extra diver's weights, and you just feel so weightless underwater. It's like being an astronaut in space. It is amazing. I want to call this the Cadillac of tails because it really is. I want to show you more of the scale work here. Look how beautiful. I mean, each scale is different. You have the larger ones, and then look how it becomes super tiny, and then it goes all the way to the end like that. I just think that's adorable. I really love the fins. I think she said she uses a shooter in the fin, and because there's direct sunlight behind me, you can see the monofin underneath. But normally, trust me, you don't see this at all. But this tail swims so fast. I love how quickly I can just zoom around in it, and again, not having to worry about floating up. I can sink to the bottom of the pool or in the ocean, and this tail will work so well with that. And again, I love the scales, the paint job, the way she used black to accentuate every single little scale. She also coated it in glitter, which is awesome. She was right. She told me the kids are gonna love it, and Carol, you were so right. I love how the paint job at the top, it goes to this nice kind of a flesh tone gold, and it just really looks amazing. I absolutely love this tail, and this tail has been used a lot because Ariel is in super high demand, and I get asked to be Ariel all the time. So this tail has been through so many pools, so many places, and it is a tank. It handles it all so well, and then while I wear it, I just feel so glamorous, and it's just amazing. I can just go on and on about it. This tail in itself is worth every single penny, but also when you add in all the amazing customer service and support, I'm just blown away by Kariel. I mean, she has really, really set the standard up here for me for anything now. I talked before with Tails about issues in maintaining it or any rips or tears. Like I said, I've had no rips, no tears. I've had no maintenance issues. I've had a tiny bit of paint peeling, but that's my fault, okay? When I had this tail in Key Largo and we were doing all these dives and things, and taking care of my daughter, I'm not using that as an excuse. It's just the way it is when you have a toddler. Um, I I did not take care of my tail like I should have. I just got too tired to do the rinses and the baking soda baths like I should have. So it ate away a little bit at my paint, but I mean, considering what all I put it through and without taking proper care of it, this tail is doing outstandingly well. I am over the moon with it. And like I said before, I am looking forward to ordering my next tail from her. Still have to decide what I want at that point. But what I really like about Kariel is she listens to you, and as a performer, she knows what would be best for your needs. I love how this tail, it hugs to every curve. Oh, and that's one thing I want to mention. With this tail, you will need help getting into it every time because it has been made to hug every single inch of your body, which is great because you will never ever have a gaping waist in this tail. And I know some of you have experienced that where you go down for a dive and everybody sees your bathing suit underneath. Not going to happen in this tail ever. I mean, I've had this tail now for a while. I've worn it a ton and it hasn't stretched a bit, which is crazy because I thought all silicone stretched eventually. This tail will hug your waistline and it won't budge. And that's also great because you won't get a ton of water seeping into it while you swim. There are drainage holes in the fluke and they work well, and I don't even really know where they are. I think there's one right there. I really have to look for it and poke around, but they're really, really hard to see. And I don't mind showing you that right here. Okay, so here's the fluke. And look for the drainage holes because I have a hard time finding them. I have to kind of look. There's one right there. You see how it's not very obvious and see how clean these lines are? I mean, it's so beautiful. And I guess I just can't say enough about this tail. I am absolutely in love with the craftsmanship, the beauty of it, and the customer service. If this is your first time or this is your 10th time ordering a silicone tail and you're wondering, who should I go with? Go with Kariel. Especially if you have a time frame in mind, because Kariel will not agree to make you a tail and have it done by a specific date if she can't do it. And like I've already shared with my experience, she went through so much while making my tail and not once did she have an excuse. And I tell you what, she didn't miss a beat. And especially ladies, if you're a mother like she and I are, especially to a little child, not a 10-year-old, although they have their challenges too, but like to a 4-year-old, and you're moving and packing things, keeping up with a client the way she did with me, I am just very, very impressed. And I guess I can't talk about that enough. And but I highly recommend her if you have a project, if you have a trip, this is the woman to order from because she will make sure you get your tail come hell or high water. You will get it at the date that she has promised. And the artistry of these tails are just, they're extremely unique. I've not seen another tail like this out there, especially with the scales the way they are, and the seams are so incredibly invisible. You will be very happy with a durable tail and one that is just flawless. And she also will give extended customer support after you get your tail. She will ask you about it. She will ask you if there's ways to improve it. I mean, she is a perfectionist and a true artist. Unlike some tail makers, which is fine, they're busy, but once you get your tail, they're done. They don't ask you how did you like it or anything like that. Like, she will go all out to make sure you have the best experience. And opening a tail package is magical in itself, but she makes it even more magical with her handwritten notes and all those beautiful sequin shells that are in the box and the glittered tissue paper. I mean, she really goes all out. So I can't say enough, and I am a Kariel tail customer for life. Oh, I did forget to mention these ribbons that say Mermaid Kariel. They came around the straps on the inside of the tail. So when you pull on your tail, you use them to help pull up the straps. And I got used to the straps really quickly, and I really like this so much that I just wanted to have it to put in my hair or I don't know, do something crafty with it, because I absolutely adore Kariel, and I like supporting her brand because she is awesome. So I hope you like my review. Sorry if it's kind of scattered in all over the place, but my daughter's now awake and it's time for me to do my mommy thing and play with my little girl and enjoy the rest of the day with my family. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Have a great day, friends. Bye.